Mystery genre is one of the most fascinating themes of histories, but first I will show you the history of this genre. The mystery genre did not emerge until the mid-19th. The big father of this theme is Edgar Allan Poe. He introduced mystery fiction's first fictional detective, and the other big author is August C. Duffin in his 1841 story called The Murders in the Rue Morgue. My dear spectator, I will tell you the definition of the mystery genre. So, the mystery genre is a genre of fiction that has a detective. This detective can be an amateur or a professional detective that solves crimes. This detective can be a policeman, a private investigator, an elderly widow, or a young girl. But he or she generally has nothing material to gain from solving the crime. There are 5 types of mystery genre. They are usually detectives as of investigation that there is a murder or suddenly there is just something. 2 famous mystery writers in this genre are Stieg Larsson and P.D. James. Stieg Larsson was a Swedish writer. Larsson lived much of his life in Stockholm and worked there as a journalist and as an independent researcher of right-wing extremism. Stieg Larsson is best known for writing the Millennium Trilogy of crime mystery. He was the second best-selling author in the world for 2008. By March 2015, his series had sold 80 million copies worldwide. And Phyllis Dorothy James, known professionally as P.D. James, was an English crime writer. She rose to fame for her series of detective novels starring police commander
because have comedy, drama, and a mix of.
For example, I know that this is now the murder of the Middle East. That is a little bit of mystery. I see mystery movies, but they are not the ones I like the most, because they are very tense. I prefer more action films. So, one of them is the cozy. The cozy is a crime that has nothing violent, with a victim or death that will not be missed by anyone. To find a solution to this mystery, we had 2 types of options. After a long process, the researcher manages to find the explanation of all his research that gives meaning to everything, and to show it brings together all those involved. The mystery comedy. This genre is distinguished by several things such as humor, intelligence, among other things, so that in general is a thief and where there is a. Sometimes it depends on the book, because the genres give me the same thing. All the genres get my attention, and I usually read books that are related with my studies. For example, mainly women in a school where I work. With the Twilight, I got the books and I read them to know more or less of mystery. I read a little from a researcher who is useless because things always go wrong, and what generates that can never complete nothing of what is proposed. While doing all his plans leads to the discovery and solution of another case without wanting to do so. The amateur investigator has to see that a person or group tried to solve an investigation of a crime of someone known, because the policeman abandoned the case, saying anything not to do so. As the loss is of someone dear, they try to clarify the mystery. Almost always, they are very strange situations. The specialized investigator This investigator is not dedicated to investigate crimes, but knows very well the scenes.
I like it. I prefer the drama movies and romantic movies because I have the answers immediately.
The specialized investigator. This investigator is not dedicated to investigate crimes, but knows very well the sense in which the crime occurred. Normally, they are scientists of great investigations, also someone of the cinema or the television, between many others. The classic police. It has to do with the actions of the police, showing the way the police operate. They are in charge of ensuring that the law is fulfilled. This subgenre has a condition which requires a very good knowledge of what the police do, generating a broad knowledge of the subject in general.